Oh, yes, sometimes welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And if you haven't been around for the last few hours, then, well, you've been missing out on some inspirational stories. But we're going to keep it going right now. Keep elevating and inspiring our youth this morning. And joining us is a TikTok content creator and creative. It goes by the name of Larnelle Lewies. Now, you might have seen him on the show before. I call him family, but he's a fashionista, a foodie, and so many other things. But let's take a look at him in his actual element. I wasn't even hungry until I watched that, man. Huh? You make it look so good.
So what were you eating there? Raal, he was eating skarpstertjie.
What did I ask you earlier? What is this, a skarpsterjie? Bro, I didn't even know what it was. It looks like a rib, but what on earth is
really
that?
Delicious. So it's basically a skarpsterjie, lamb style.
Wow.
Do you, have you always been adventurous with your cooking, or do you think that's more of a, as you've become more comfortable in the kitchen?
I think I've always been. My family really loves cooking and they love trying out like new recipes and exciting and interesting recipes. So I think it's always been like a part of me.
Always been a part of you. I think the culture that you come from always like adds a little bit extra spice to the foods we make. You can't deny the calling. Listen, let's kick it back because I know we know you and a lot of people have gotten to know you, but let's pretend that there are still some people unfortunately living under a rock, have no idea what you're about. Let's talk about this journey of yours. I think it's quite an incredible one. You've come through and come into a space of your own which is so unique, constantly growing and resonating with people. But where did this decision even come to, let's say, progress into the world of putting yourself on the front end, sharing some of your passions, and I guess also discovering some of your passions through it all, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I've always been one for entertaining people. Like I always took part in dramas at school, always singing on the stage. So I feel like somehow I always knew that this would be like my path that I would follow. I didn't really plan on doing content creation. So that sort of
That just happened.
That just happened naturally. So it was actually during my honors. When I was doing my honors in linguistics that I started actually delving into TikTok. And I mean, we were in lockdown, we were at home. And so that's when everything just like took off. I never planned on doing food because I always thought I'd start off in fashion, but that didn't really like kick off like the way I wanted to. And then people just wanted me to eat and cook. And so I was like, let's go.
I'm not complaining. What was the first video, a food video?
No, not actually a food video.
Okay.
I think it was like some trend, a dancing trend.
Okay.
It was always the dancing trend first, and then everyone found their niches.
Yes, exactly.
How did you manage to find the balance? I mean, being in lockdown, studying remotely, keeping yourself entertained, using and creating, or playing on a platform like TikTok. How did you find that balance between completing your honors and also content creation?
It was definitely challenging, but I'm someone who can't just do academics. I need that balance of creativity as well. So I would say the creativity really helped me in terms of balancing academics and creativity. So they like go hand in hand with each other. So it was good.
And you say this hand in hand in this collaboration. How do you see? Let's use the word career, because I know that's quite a vague term right now because there's so many ways that we can sustain and support ourselves. Where do you see your career, for lack of a better word, taking you? I mean, you've got what you've studied, you've got your passions, you've got this platform that you've built. How do you take these puzzle pieces and try to direct it? Where do you see it going?
That's actually a really good question. So I'm busy completing my master's this year.
Sure.
And I also started tutoring.
Oh, wow.
This year. And the module that I'm tutoring is critical media studies. So obviously media and content creation. Yeah. So I'm really hoping that I would maybe lecture and, lecture the module and, teach people of content creation and how they can monetize.
I love
Well,
that.
I have to say, we have got the Cape Town Youth Choir, the children's choir in studio, and I know a lot of them, they've got access to all these incredible platforms. here you are, you've got your honours in linguistics, you've got, you're busy with your masters, but you're also finding that creative outlet balance. So for our young minds in studio, how would you encourage them to, to continue to pursue their passions and their arts?
Definitely don't limit yourself, and you know yourself best. You know what your strengths are. Don't allow negativity to pollute your mind, and just you will feel it in your gut, you'll feel it in your heart what you need to do, and just go headstrong into that. It might seem scary, but take the challenge.
Oh, great words of advice coming from a sage in the world, in the digital world, of course. But if you want to find out more about this man, you can see all of his incredible content online. He's everywhere, TikTok, Instagram, you name it. We're also going to be diving into the kitchen and celebrating one of those passions that we just spoke about, food.